Welcome to another episode of Rod's Tabletop Hoops. We are in the midst of a fourth quarter of the all-time great franchise teams for Highlight Maker Hoops Primetime Basketball. This is my first game, and I've chosen the Los Angeles Clippers and the Golden State Warriors as my first set of opponents. And both of these teams are loaded with some pretty good players. And I first, looking at the teams with guys like Wilt, Chamberlain, and Rick Barry, I thought that these guys might be capable of winning big in this game. But it's been a close one. And Chris Mullen, as a matter of fact, just made a three-point play, the two-pointer plus foul, and it gave the Warriors a 78-77 lead. And I've kind of put these cards on display. I'm not sure if you can see some of them. There's some tiny type on some of them, not super tiny, but just wanted to give you a view of what I've been looking at for 3 quarters and 4 minutes. So I've just gotten into the 8-minute mark, just under it, and I was going to just show a little bit of gameplay. I am still learning the game, and I'm still making a few errors here and there, so be patient with me. I've kind of got this mini area. I'm glad the cards are a little bit small, actually, because there's so many needed to play the game for the footprint. Otherwise, it would barely fit on my screen. You wouldn't be able to see the cards whatsoever. So let's give this a whirl. Clippers have the ball. And I've got this 4-minute stretch of lineup in. And once I run out of these 15 cards, I'm playing 15 FAC charts, as they call them, per 4 minutes. That rounds out, it's supposed to be right around 100 points a game. I didn't want to really try to go too crazy and go with, the full, go with more cards per deck right now, go to an average 110 or more right at the moment. I'm just trying to learn the basics of the game, and this is how I'm doing it. So here we go. Let's go. Clippers have the ball. All you got to do is move one of the cards and roll the die, and that is going to be a 3. And this is going to be a heated play. Player on defense fouls blue player. So what you're looking for is a defensive player that has an asterisk where the ref is, and that means he's a burst, I guess is what you would call it. And none of the players have a burst. The heated play says player on defense fouls blue player. And of course, so that means Randy Smith is fouled. And if you have no burst, then a starred player with a circle would be the man that might draw the foul, it looks like. And it looks like Corey McAdoo is the man that has that. So it's not, apparently it's not Randy Smith. It looks like this guy is the person who draws the foul, Corey McAdoo. So let's put that there. Player on defense. I guess I'm just going to roll a random player. They don't really, does it say player on defense? It doesn't even say which one. So that's a 1. I'm just going to give it to Tim Hardaway on defense. Earlier, I had Draymond Green in the game for the Warriors, and he has a burst there because, he's kind of a hothead. And by the way, I'm using the Primetime Basketball Helper at primetimebasketballhelper.com to score this game. And I'm just trying to learn that for the first time as well. And it's working out pretty well. The only thing, I had a download of all the rosters, so that made the roster downloads really quick. The only problem was they were putting the original numbers of the cards for the player number. So that says Elton Brand 145. And I come up to the jerseys showing on this helper, and it has 145. His number was not 145, so I was number 42. So I had to change a few things so I could get used to the jersey numbers. Either way here, we've got a heated play. It looks like a player on no burst player, but Corey McAdoo was fouled. That is 3 team fouls on the Warriors, so we're not going to have any free throws shot right at the moment. So that just lets us move another card, and let's see what we get here. That's going to be a 5. Shot create. Offense blue, that's Randy Smith, with spark. He has spark, and he has a star there, which means it's both offensive and defensive related. So what do we do there? Green player takes tip shot. And the green player is Ron Harper. He does not have a tip. So looks like Ron Harper's going to miss a shot here. It says rebound to center. Offensive rebound to center, ORB. And that's going to be Swen Nader. So rebound Nader. And Nader can go up for a putback. The putback row is right down here, a little hard to read. Let's take a look what we get. And that's a 4. And that says dunk. Swen Nader with the dunker. Slams it home. And it's 79-78 Clippers. It also says dunk with a plus of a lightning bolt right there. And that means lightning status. So lightning status means I also get to roll this. It like puts them into a shock mode after the dunk. And it says 4 turnover and long range basket by red. So we got a turnover on the Warriors. I'll just make it random too. That's going to be on Klay Thompson. And what did it say? Oh, it's a 5. It was turnover and tip-in basket by any Gray. So I don't know how I read that wrong, but it's a 5. Yeah, turnover and tip-in basket by any Gray. Gray means a player without a chip on him. So it could be either one, Brand or McAdoo. And I'm just going to go 1 to 3, 4 to 6. I'm going to give Elton Brand a tip-in basket. So what are a turn of events for the Clippers? And that's the way this game kind of goes. It kind of sneaks up on you. It kind of has that little like a rubber banding version of like a video game. If you get way down, it'll say a trailing team gets a benefit. I have not seen a lot of home court advantage yet, but anyway, that gives the Clippers a big swing. They lead by 3, 81-78. Let's keep going. And there's a 2. And the Warriors get energy check. If one team has a better energy level, that team scores an immediate short-range basket. So, energized versus complacent on the Warriors. I rolled early, the last 4 minutes, complacent. I rolled a 10. So it looks like in this particular play, short-range basket. So I'm just going to, once again, I'm going to randomize that. We'll give Randy Smith a short-range basket. So 2 points. 83-78. Clippers are pulling ahead. Warriors don't know what hit them. Once again, this game kind of sneaks up on you. All right, let's see what we got for the Warriors. See if they get a little better luck than the last couple plays. 4. Center with power. Our center is Wilt Chamberlain. He's got a power, and it's underlined. So that is... Well, I had to review the rules once again, my first game here. Now, Wilt Chamberlain has a power that is underlined. So, center with power, purple takes tip shot. I think the mere fact that he's got it underlined as the playmaker makes Mullen make that shot automatically. So, I'm going to give Wilt Chamberlain an assist on that play. And I don't know if I've used that every single time, but I'm trying to figure it out slowly. Understand when things are underlined, it usually means on a playmaking shot create. That's typically what you do. So it's 83-80. We're going to give Chris Mullen a basket on that because of Wilt Chamberlain's power and ability to create a made shot. All right, back to the Slippers. I meant Clippers. Defensive center with spark, steals, and is fouled. So Wilt Chamberlain, once again, he's also fresh because I just put him in. He's got spark with a star, which means he's a star on both offense and defense. So he steals the ball, and he is fouled. And let's see, who do they say he is fouled by? It does not say. So we'll just kind of do a die roll. And we'll just call it Randy Smith with the foul. And that's the second foul on Smith, the second team foul. So Wilt does not get to go to the line unless I was playing 1960s and very early 1970s rules for one-shot foul. The Warriors are trying to come back here. They're only down 83-80. And they get the ball to a 6. Defender of green with quick steal. So the defender of green, Chamberlain, defender of green. I don't think Nader would be quick. No. Therefore, you go otherwise, defender of green fouls, and therefore Swen Nader is going to get another foul. That sounds pretty realistic. That's 2 fouls on Nader, 3 team fouls. Really don't want Wilt to go to the foul line. We'd rather have somebody with great shooting like Mullen and Bear. You notice I'm playing some very small forwards here, and I'm just seeing if I can pull it off because I keep getting guys, had a myriad of power forward issues with the Warriors tonight. They have the ball, and I get a 4, and that is horse. This is where you get both sides shooting shots. Red players trade wow shots. So we got a wow on Mullen. So Mullen is going to score. 2-pointer. And it's 83-82. And red player is Nader. Does he have wow? He does not. Therefore, Nader will miss. 2-pointer. And we can check for the rebound right here. Defensive rebound to team if shot missed. Now, I don't know if it looks like a team rebound. The basketball helper does not have a team rebound entry, so we're just going to keep playing. It is 83-82, and the Warriors have another chance, this time to take the lead. And once again, I'm hiding the dice results. 6. Offensive small forward with quick. So that's Chris Mullen. He has quick for sure, offense and defense. Purple player takes arc shot. So he is actually just going to pass the ball to himself. And a purple player taking arc shot, he's got it underlined. I think that means it's an outside 3-point shot. And it goes. I am pretty sure of that. So just verifying with the rules, he created his own shot. And because it's underlined, that is a 3-pointer. So the Warriors bounce into the lead 85-83. And we're still got a few cards left in this 4-minute stanza. We're going to go to the Clippers. 4. Shot create plus OTG, which is an off-the-glass play. So let's see what happens here. Point guard with quick. That's Randy Smith. He does have quick. He's an all-round quickness. We do have these greatest teams. There's a lot of good players. Green takes net shot. Because it's not underlined. It's not going to be automatic. Green takes net shot, and Harper does not have a net shot. He's not, this is when he was actually a good scorer with the Clippers, but there's no net there, so it looks like we got a missed 2-pointer. And let's see what happens on that. Offensive rebound to small forward missed. So Corey McGetty's going to grab the offensive rebound on this play. And he's going to do a putback, and the putback line is a 2-12 roll. And that's a 10. Out of bounds to offense. Unusual. So the Clippers have the ball. This is an interesting play. And it's out of bounds to the offense. Unusual play. And let's see. Putback miss, out of bounds. Team offensive rebound. Then 8. Opponent disorganized. Red scores uncontested basket on inbound and lightning status. So red scores. Swen Nader. Am I reading that right? Swen Nader will score, tying it at 85. And if I read that correctly, we have a lightning status. And lightning status is quite interesting as well. It's kind of means there's more boneheaded plays going on for the Warriors. It's right here. We roll 2 dice again, and it's an 11. Too aggressive. Defender fouls blue. So that looks like the Clippers actually tried to rally after that. Defender fouls blue. Defender, Elton Brand fouls blue. So kind of backfired a little bit on that play with the score tied at 85. That is the 4th team foul. So big play right there. Let's see what the Warriors can do on offense. Every foul from here on out will be free throws. And that's a 5-shot create. Offense Green with reach. Green is Chamberlain. He's got reach with an underline. So this could be another fantastic play by the Dipper. Purple player takes yes shot. And so it's Mullen. He already has a yes, and that's going to be good. I'll still give an assist to Chamberlain somehow. I see a lack of assists. So once again, let me see if I can do this thing. And so Mullen, is that what it said, 5? Purple player, yes. Mullen scores. And it's 87-85 Warriors. And we move on. This game has taken quite a while for me. Of course, it's the first game. Still trying to learn all the ropes here. But it's quite interesting. Offensive small forward. That's going to be McAdoo. Is he fresh? No, he's not. If not, you just look at the second thing down there. Otherwise, red player misses yes shot. So Nader's going to miss a shot. And defensive rebound to die roll player. That's 6. I don't know who that is. 2 will go Klay Thompson. So Warriors with a 2-point lead. And the ball. 5. Shot create. Offense Green. Once again, we're going to the Dipper here. With Smart, he is smart, but it's not underlined. Blue player takes yes shot. And Rick Barry is a blue player, and Rick Barry sinks that yes shot. $89-85 Warriors. Wilt is getting the ball more than he has all game long. I was going to check his stats. Let's see what Wilt is doing. He's at 15 points. 3 blocks. 5 rebounds. So not a ton of rebounds in this game as of yet, but he hasn't been playing as much as he typically would in a game as well. So Clippers ball. Let's see what they can do. We got a roll here. It's a 1. Defensive power forward with energized. No, actually, the Warriors are complacent. So that's not going to happen. Otherwise, point guard takes wow shot. And Randy Smith does have the wow. Count it. 89-87. And this is the 4-minute mark right here. That's a 2. C rules. Well, what I'm doing on that is there a certain set of rules for various eras. And I've gotten that a few times, and it's kind of like I can't even remember what I was supposed to do. So let's just take a quick look here and get back to the good old trusty rule book here. Through 79. I've been using the current rules. Trying to figure out, did the Warriors have the ball here? I can't remember. So we're probably going to go with missed long-range shots by red chipped players with defensive rebounds to players. So that is not an exciting way to end the period, but missed long-range shots by red players. So Warriors had the ball. We'll have Mullen miss a shot. And who's supposed to rebound that anyway? Die roll players. So miss by Mullen, rebound by Nader. And a miss by Nader. Rebound by Mullen. And that takes us to the 4-minute mark. And I will show you how to set up that final set of minutes in this close game. Well, I've got the final deck of 5 FAC charts in place. One thing you do is you check to see how well your coaches are energizing your team. So you go like Doc Rivers here. I can roll his card out, and I got an 8, which looks like it's going to go down to neutral because it does not fall into any range. Steve Kerr, coach of the Warriors. I roll an 8, and that says energized. So if anything's close, that could mean a big bucket for the Warriors. I also just go and I look at the 4 minutes left. Let's see. The timeout, the TV timeout section here. I guess we're at the 8-minute portion of the quarter, not the end of the quarter. So we do a roll for each team. Let's do the Clippers. And that's a 2. Unplayed player must enter game. I don't understand why I'm getting that. That's crazy talk. That is amazing. I have on my bench for the Clippers Zubac, which I made fun of when I reviewed these players, but I have not played him. He's the only unplayed player. So good old Swen Nader is going to go to the bench. He hasn't been benched or anything. He hasn't been forced to rest. But I've also got some rested players that have also come off the rest list as well. Curry and McAdoo, among others. But Zubac has been designated to come in. He is going to be fresh. Elton Brand. I might just take Bob McAdoo and throw Big Mac in at the forward slot. But Zubac is coming into the game. Let me do a quick roll for the Warriors. Substitution. The 8-minute mark. 8. Choice player must rest. So let's see what I have here. My choice player, because I'm running low on point guards. Curry has 5 fouls. I don't really want to lose a point guard. And Chris Mullen has been red hot. Klay Thompson's gotten burned on the boards a couple times. So I'm going to throw him into the resting thing. It may not seem like a great decision at the moment, but I think I'm going to throw Curry back in as well. So let's get some lineups in here, and then we'll do a couple more things that will really see how the final 4 minutes are supposed to go. He's fresh. He has 5 fouls. At guards, let's see. Jeff Mullins is always a reliable shooter, but you know what? I might just move Chris Mullen down to guard, Barry down to small forward, and let's get the monster rebound lineup in with Nate the Great Thurmond. So he's fresh. Chamberlain is not fresh. Thurmond is fresh. Barry's not fresh. Mullen is not. Curry is. We'll see what impact 5 fouls Stephen Curry has. For the Clippers, I'm going to throw somebody in. Let's see. Harper has not been playing that well. It might be time for Jamal Crawford to get a chance because Harper would not be fresh anymore. McAdoo is fresh. Zubac is fresh. Let's throw a fresh Crawford in there. Randy Smith might be their best point guard. I don't really have a a good player for that. Corey McAdoo, he's done reasonably well, but Danny Manning's just a standout player, and he'll be fresh for the final 4 minutes of this game. So after you get that all taken care of, let's do a little demonstration with my, let's see, I can probably do that. You've got a number of red dice to allot your chips to. So clippers, get these out of the way. The guy in the 2 spot is going to be red and green. So that means this is going to be your go-to guy, Jamal Crawford. And that's kind of a passing instinct, I think, with the green. The 4th player, McAdoo, is going to get a blue chip, which is actually a passing icon. And it looks like Randy Smith is going to get the purple chip. You never know what's going to happen there. So we got that set. Warriors who have the ball, their chips are going to go like this. A 6 is your choice. 3, Barry's going to be the top scorer, which you know I'm going to love that. 5 will be in blue. That'll be the dipper. Green will be 2. And purple, I think that's kind of a passing thing. Let's give that to Curry. Good distribution. Clippers are slightly more fresh. We'll just have to see how this final 4 minutes goes. We have Clippers trailing by 2, 89-87 in this tight game of Highlight Maker Hoops Prime Time. Now, Prime Time has their own additional setup in case we stay within 4 points in the final minute. They've got a final minute mode section here. And I'm too new and too green to actually be wanting to do that. I saw Keith Avalone do it. It doesn't look that difficult, but I really just want to get some of the basics down today. And also, I've got that in. Everything looks set. The referees are still there. They haven't had a big impact on the game, but I need to do an inbound result after a timeout. It's a little 2 to 12 chart here, and that can make something happen really cool or something bad for the Warriors. We'll find out. I roll a 4, and it's going to be clashing players on inbounding team. No, we're actually energized. If I could put, my chip would stop falling behind. Ball thrown away, but we are not clashing. Otherwise, green launches or scores. So green is Mullen, and I'll have to look and see if he launches or scores. I think he is going to score easily. I will have to take a look if I have to roll on that shot column. Well, based on the rules, it looks like I can have the option of taking a quick score, or I can use Mullen, who actually made threes. You can tell he's got an arc with an underline. I can launch a 3-pointer. The chances it would be 1 to 4 good and 5 to 6 missed. So it's either a high percentage 3-point shot or an automatic 2-point shot. And I'm just debating, does Mullen have the gusto to huck one up and put it in? Let's go for the 3-pointer. And he's got it. 3-pointer to Chris Mullen. And that makes it 92-87. Huge shot to lead this off. Chris Mullen. Oh, that's actually my first card right there. And that's going to be the Clippers card. Let's see what happens here. It's a 6. Gray misses from long range. So that would be Zubac or Manning. Rebound battle at point guard. So I'll just choose... we'll say Zubac. Rebound battle at point guard for Leap. Tie goes to offense. So let's see. Point guard, Randy Smith has a Leap. Curry does not. So Randy Smith, who was a fantastic athlete, I think he was drafted by the North American Soccer League back in the early 70s. He will come down with an offensive rebound. And that gives him a chance to put the ball back with this little 2 to 12 row. Great job by Randy Smith. 3 dunks hit home. Randy Smith. 92-89. Clips only trail by 3. And on top of that, there's that little plus the lightning status. So does this help, or will this help or hurt the Clippers? And that's a 9, no effect. So it was a good effort, but they are within 3 after Mullen drilled that shot. Warriors with the ball again. Shot create. Offense green. That's Mullen with fresh. I do not see fresh on his card whatsoever. Oh, I mean, is he fresh? No, he's not. I was like, I'm looking for the rating of fresh. It's whether he is fresh in the game or not. Chris Mullen is not fresh. And otherwise, blue player misses net shot, rebound, power forward. So Chamberlain's going to miss a net shot. And the power forward is going to be Big Bob McAdoo. And so the Clippers are going to try to continue to crawl back in these final 12 or so cards. 5, offensive point guard with spark. So offensive point guard, and Randy Smith definitely has spark. Gray player takes arc shot. So Manning or Zubac, neither has that. So I'm going to say Zubac with a miss. 2-point miss. Now, if Randy Smith had spark underlined, that would have been an automatic basket. Let's see. Oh, whoops. What did I just have? That does allow for an offensive rebound to shooting guard Jamal Crawford on that missed shot. And he's going to go up with a putback. So there's a 6. Scores, it says right there. So Crawford, 2-pointer. We've got a 1-point game. It's 92-91 Warriors. Putback by Crawford. And the Warriors, defensive shooting. It's a defensive play. Defensive shooting guard with power. And I do not see power on Crawford's card. So otherwise, blue takes net shot. Blue. Chamberlain dunks it home. And it's 94-91. Critical defensive sequence there. Gonna do 3. That's a foul on a heated play. Burst player on defense fouls blue player. So I don't have any bursts I don't see on the Warriors. No burst. Then look for a starred player. Boy, they've got 2 bursts. And no starred player. Thanks, Zubac, for not being anything. Or red player fouled while taking arc shot. Well, who's the red player? It's Crawford. He's taking an arc shot. It is true. He's got it underlined. 3-pointer. No foul if arc underlined. 3-pointer Jamal Crawford, who goes by J Crossover, played a little bit in Portland. 3-point field goal ties the game at 94. Holy cow. Warriors come back. Horse. So it's going to be a trading of shots. Red players trade arc shots. So red Barry has an arc. And does that mean he scores? I guess that means he scores. Does that mean it's a three-pointer? That's up for debate. It's not underlined. All right. The ruling on the field is that Barry, it's at least a two-pointer. If I roll a decider die and get a bullet, then it's a three-point shot. And it's a three-pointer for Barry. And Crawford, on the other end, has an arc with an underline already. So both guys achieve a three-pointer, and it's 97 all. So it's the old shootout at the OK Corral. Crawford ties it with a three-pointer at 97. We're down to about half a deck here. Warriors get the ball back, and there's a two. Defensive point guard with skill. And Randy Smith has skill and an underline. Okay, ruling on the field. See, Steve Tower's a little smoother than I am on this stuff. That skill is only related to his offensive ability. So he is not on offense. He's actually on defense. Therefore, we use the other option here. Otherwise, because it's only an offense for Randy Smith. And they also was underlined. I was like going, wow, that must be really good. But only on offense for Randy. Green takes arc shot is what it looks like. So the green is Mullen, arc shot, underlined, three-point shot, Mullen. They're raining threes. And the Warriors reach 100 points first. They're really scoring in this fourth period. Clippers ball, 3. Red players trade missed shots. So Crawford's going to miss. And I don't know if it's a missed three-pointer, if any underlying qualities. So missed three-pointer Crawford. They're really just gunning away. What is this, the modern NBA? So missed rebound to the center, Chamberlain. And Barry is the red here. He has none of those qualities, so it's just going to be a two-pointer miss for Rick. And rebound back into Zubac's hands. So play continues for the clip joint. Here we go. 4. Red players, we're trading shots again. Crawford on offense here. They trade long-range shots. Shot made if energized. Well, the Clippers are just neutral, and the Warriors are energized. So let's see how this plays out. Long-range shots. Shot made if energized. So that's a long range, so Crawford's going to misfire on a 3. He's trying to shoot him out of this game. He's a very streaky shooter. Defensive rebound to center Chamberlain. Help those rebound stats. And red player is Rick Barry. It says arc, but I don't know if it's a long-range shot. Am I using the bullet to find out if it's a three-pointer or not? That is another great question. All right, ruling on the field on this one. I don't have a true ruling because it's not just the energized rule says you make it, the Warriors are energized. So I know he's got at least a two-pointer for Rick Barry here, but it's also a long-range shot and it bases it on the era. My decision will be to use the bullet because if it wasn't a long-range shot, we just have a two-pointer, we move on, but it's a long-range shot. And even though he doesn't have it underlined, it's a long-range shot. So let's go. Bullet makes a 3. No bullet, it's just a 2. It's a 3. You got to make a ruling. And that's a huge shot for the Warriors, who go up 103-97. Cards running down here. Let's see what the Clippers can do. 2. Defensive small forward with reach. That's Barry. Does not have reach. Therefore, otherwise, red takes tip shot. Red, Crawford, does not have anything under tip shot, so Crawford's not hitting right at the moment. The 2 defensive rebound to center if missed. So let's give a rebound to the Dipper. And we'll check his stats as he hit double digits in boards. Rick Barry, by the way, is at 29 points leading the Warriors. Chris Mullen with 22 points, so that's been a duo. Chamberlain with 17 points, 8 boards. I've credited him with 5 assists. Barry has 8 boards and 2 assists. He's shooting 13 for 18, 2 for 2 from the arc. And he's hit some big three-pointers in this quarter. It's 103-97. So they get the rebound. Trying to put this game out of reach. Let's see what a 6 does. Steal is the category. And we've got ourselves defensive small forward with spark. Steals. So defensive small forward. He has spark, but that's an offensive category. So that's not going to apply. Otherwise, green, fouled while shooting by die roll player. So it goes to Mullen, and he's fouled by Crawford. And that's the 3rd on Crawford. That is the 5th team foul. So Chris Mullen is going to get himself 2 shots. And his clank is only 10 and 11, so 8 is good. Mullen having a game. Makes them both. Chris Mullen, Olympian. Great player out of St. John's. (105-97). Warriors slowly pulling away. Clippers come down 1. Defensive center with quick. So Chamberlain, he has everything but quick. So otherwise, purple takes a wow shot. Purple. Randy Smith, purple wow shot is good. So it's 105-99. They said with this number of cards I'm using, I'd score right around 100 points. And at 105-99, I can't complain about that one iota. Ball goes to the Warriors, up by 6. And we got a shot create. I always kind of like the way this one kind of develops. Offensive shooting guard with fresh. And once again, is he fresh? Mullen is not fresh. So that's one thing I could have put him in for the stretch run. It looks like he's not fresh. Red player misses arc shot. So missed by Barry. Is that a 3-point shot? I don't know. I'm going to roll a die on this because I'm wondering about his 3-point shooting. So it's not. It's just a missed 2-pointer by Rick. Defensive rebound, a shooting guard. That's going to be Crawford. And the Clippers are going to try to make a little one last run here with Zubac and McAdoo. I can't believe I had to put Zubac in for the clutch 4 minutes. He had not played all game. And here we go. It's a 3. We're doing a foul. It's the horse version of a foul, apparently. Horse. Red players miss long-range shots. So it looks like Crawford will miss what would be a 3 probably. Barry. I'm just going to call this one a 2 since I rolled for it last time. Not exactly. I need some clarity on that rule. Defensive rebounds to power forward. Okay, so Crawford missed. Thurmond rebounded. Barry missed. McAdoo rebounded. And then what do we got? We got a heated play. Burst fouls purple player. Now, once again, I don't have any bursts. So, what is the story? No burst. Then a player with a star. Do I have any of those? No. Don't have that either. So, it looks like a red player is foulable taking an arc shot. And look at that. It's Jamal Crawford's going to try to shoot him back into the game again. No foul, 3-pointer if arc is underlined. So we got a 3-bomb by Jamal Crawford. 102 to 105. This game is getting way too close for comfort. Let's check the stats on Jamal Crawford just for the sake of fun here, because he keeps coming through. He's 7 of 15, 5 of 10 from 3. He has 19 points and 5 rebounds. So this game looked like it was out of hand just a couple plays ago, but it looks like we are down to the final card. And the Warriors may hang on to this. And that's a 1. Blocked shot. Okay, defensive center with reach, and he has it. Zubac has that reach all around, blocks the shot. I was giving him a hard time, and he just blocked a clutch shot here. Blocks red, so Barry will get blocked. And defensive rebound to player with most rebound qualities. Well, it's a bad day for Zubac because, defensive rebound to player with most rebound qualities. So it's going to be McAdoo, it looks like. McAdoo's going to grab the rebound. And does it give him a fast break or anything? It doesn't look like it. We are out of cards. I think we are out of time. So I'm going to award the Warriors in Game 1 a 105 to 102 victory over the original franchise Los Angeles Clippers, who gave them quite a game. This game, the Clippers led by as much as 10 points early on. And the Warriors never gave up. There was a few, players like Curry were in foul trouble. Mullen and Barry kind of brought them back offensively. Nate Thurmond did not shoot the ball very well. Let's take a look at those Warriors stats. The winners, Barry finishes with 29 points, 8 rebounds, 13 of 21 from the floor. He also got 1 steal and 1 block, 8 rebounds. Wilt the Stilt, 7 of 13, 3 of 6 from the line. 3 blocks, kind of spreading the ball around. He had 5 assists I credited him with. I don't know how accurate the assists are in this, but I got a sense for Wilt handling the ball and getting it to the right players, much like the ball handling skill in the crunch time basketball I played a few games back. Steph Curry had 10 points, 4 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the arc. Nate Thurmond hit just 3 of 13. He did grab 8 rebounds to tie Chamberlain and Barry for team honors. Chris Mullen, 9 of 12 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the arc, 3 of 3 from the line, 2 steals. He really has a contender for player of the game. And then a whole list of 11 legendary players. Hardaway 4, Paul Arizin 4, Draymond 3, Jeff Mullins 2, and Iguodala with 2. Clippers, led by Randy Smith, tried to carry the team, 7 of 9 from the floor, 4 of 5 from the line, 18 points. The 1978 NBA All-Star MVP with the Buffalo Braves, if anyone remembers that. Ron Harper, 6 of 18. He did not shoot the ball very well, and this was his years before the big knee injury, which kind of made him about half the player he used to be. Danny Manning with 13 points, 6 of 9 from the floor. Bob McAdoo, 13 points, 11 rebounds. And Michael Cage had 8 rebounds, but it was 0 for 4, just didn't score. The bench looks like Jamal Crawford, as I stated earlier, 7 of 15, 5 of 10. From the arc, 5 rebounds, 19 points. Corey Maggette, 14 points and 7 boards. Lived the foul line at 6 for 6 from the free throw stripe. So then you get Nader, Brand, DeAndre Jordan, Griffin, Maggette, and our good old pal Zubac with a big block shot, but it was a little too late. And we have our game here. So initial impressions are this game is going to take a little bit of time. It's not a quick play game. Most basketball games are not quick play games. They do exist, but they're really not as authentic as a long play game where you actually see the game ebbing and flowing inside and out. These fast action cards are a lot of fun because it's always kind of a mystery. I've still got to learn the language. What each one of these means. Some of them are very easy to read, but at least you get the results. And if one thing doesn't work out, you can read the alternative right below it. So that's a really nice, you're just like reading a chart the entire game. So I enjoy that. These teams are quite special. They have got a variety of players, but I could still, even with these great players, I could see the strengths and the weaknesses of some of the players. And it's just a pleasure to play Wilt Chamberlain in any game where he's kind of at his best, along with Rick Barry and Chris Mullin and Big Bob McAdoo. I'm sure 13 points. He wanted a few more shots from the floor. He was 5 of 12, but you play these Clippers again. And if he's not thrown to the bench by a virtue of a die roll or being in foul trouble or any number of factors, Bob will probably score a bit more than that. But I was expecting the Warriors to be tough, and they had just enough to get by the Clippers on this day. So anyway, this has been a game of Highlight Maker Hoops Prime Time Basketball, the module that has the long play game. It was a long play, but I hope to play it again. And the basketball helper really does help with the stats. It looks like they're doing a few more things to upgrade it and being able to upload your scorecard, to your email or whatever if you need to display it or tabulate it in that way. But anyway, this has been Rod with Rod's Tabletop Hoops. Have a good evening.